Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing you along in another What We Eat in a Day video and sharing our meals for the day and what we're having for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm also going to be showing you what solids our baby is having right now at 7 months. Today for breakfast, we are having something that we've been enjoying quite a lot lately, and that is poached eggs on toast. So I'm starting by bringing some water to a boil in a pan on the stove. I crack my eggs into a pitcher, and then I just wait for the water to come to a boil. Once the water has come to a boil, I'm just going to add the eggs, but while I'm waiting for the water to boil, I go ahead and butter my slices of sourdough bread. We're also having some all-natural pork sausage links with our eggs and toast as well. And for the probiotic food for this meal, we're going to be having sauerkraut along the side, which I'll show in a little bit. But once the water is boiled, I just add the eggs gently into the boiling water, and then I just watch. I don't really set a timer, I just watch, and I know that when it looks like the white is cooked and the yolks are still soft and runny, then I take it off of the heat and I go ahead and scoop the eggs out with a slotted spoon and put them onto the pieces of sourdough buttered bread. I like to top them with some fresh ground mineral salt and fresh ground pepper. And then, like I said, we're having the sausages along the side and then some sauerkraut for our probiotic food for this meal. And then, as promised in a previous video, I wanted to give just a little peek of some of the things that I've been doing to kind of style the space after we had it painted, and lots of other things are kind of done with trim, and this area is kind of complete, I think. So it really just needed some decor to be added, and I styled our bookshelves with our books. I organized those and then added little things here and there to kind of fill in that space. And then I also have some new decor that I hung on the wall and some that I brought from the other house that I just really still love that I use again here. For lunch, I am heating up some soup that is left over from a previous night, a couple nights ago. It is a potato ham soup. It's one of my favorite soups. So I made this with lots and lots of meat stock. There's some milk in it, raw milk, and then potatoes, some chopped up ham, carrots, celery, onions, salt and pepper, of course. And it just is so delicious and comforting and so nice for a cold day. So I'm just heating that on the stove. And then I'm also soft boiling an egg because I want to give some of the yolk to our baby. She's 7 months. She's been having meat stock for a little while now, and just recently she started to have some other things as well, like egg yolk, some blended meats, including organ meats, and of course the little bits of liquid probiotic food along with those. So I'm just soft boiling an egg for her, and once that's boiled, I go ahead and put cold water on it to stop the cooking, and then I break open just the top, and then this way you're able to scoop out the runny yolk from inside, and then she gets to enjoy that. Okay, here we go. Are you gonna put it in? Are you you're gonna put them in? No. You like it? You want a little bit more? Look about, that means look around. Are you all done? Are you all done? Is that enough for now? In the early afternoon today, I'm going to go ahead and start what we're having for dinner, and that is going to be roast chicken with some vegetables and rice. So I have 2 of our chickens. These are our chickens that we raised earlier this year, and I had them defrosting in the fridge. I'm going to just put those into one of my baking pans. I am going to sprinkle some salt on them a little bit later, but first I'm going to chop up an onion and then some carrots, peel and coarsely chop those and put them around it, and then I'll sprinkle on some mineral salt. I'm going to put these in the oven at 325 degrees Fahrenheit for at least 3 hours, probably just a little bit over 3 hours. And then about half an hour before we went to eat, I'm going to go ahead and get some rice going. I have not showed rice on this channel much just because personally I was a little bit conflicted about what exactly to do ideally when it comes to rice. So I know that there's concerns with having brown rice because of the high phytic acid content. And of course there are lots of extensive soaking and sprouting techniques that you can do for that, which require planning ahead and all of those kinds of things. I personally have taken the route of doing white rice. Based on my research, it sounds like white rice is not so much of a concern for arsenic contamination as brown rice is. You guys can let me know what your thoughts are on rice. I know it's just kind of a sticky topic. There's different ways that you can go with it, but just based on the research that I have done, that's what I decided to do, was to just go with the white rice because that way the bran is removed. And then when I have extra meat stock, I will actually use that for the liquid when I cook it so that you get meat stock in that way. If I don't have it, then I'll just use the filtered water, but I always put a ton of butter in there so there's lots of fat with it, and then some good mineral salt, and we enjoy it that way. And that's worked well for us. So that's what I've been doing for rice, and that's what I'm doing for dinner along with the chicken today, is just putting that organic white rice in there to cook with some filtered water, mineral salt, and a bunch of grass-fed butter. I've been really using my Instant Pot for this because it makes it really easy cleanup. Whenever I do rice on the stovetop, I almost always run into the trouble of it boiling, coming to a boil, and then me being busy and not watching it closely enough and missing when it just comes to a boil to where it boils over or something like that. And so having it in the Instant Pot just is really nice because it's way more hands-off and is just easier. And now at this time, it's going to be time for dinner in just a little bit, but not quite yet. So I'm going to go ahead and heat up the meat stock that our baby is going to have. She has just a little bit in a bottle. She's not super crazy about it yet. She's not drinking large amounts or anything, but I just stay super consistent with it. and just keep offering it every single day. And she does get some each day. And I know with my other kids, some kids like it more than others, but it doesn't matter. I just always stay consistent, keep offering it, knowing that they're getting some. And oftentimes the older that they get, the more excited they get about it, and then they want to drink more. So I'm gonna heat that up. I'm just heating it up in a little glass container in the pan of water. And as soon as that's warm, I add it to the bottle and I add a couple drops of sauerkraut brine and then give that to her. And then the other thing that our baby is having today is some blended meat. So this is chicken with chicken liver and chicken spleen. These came from our chickens that we raised earlier this year. And I cooked these in meat stock and then blended it and then froze little bits of it so that I could easily just take out a little portion at a time. So I'm heating that again in a glass container in the pan of water on the stove just till it's warm. And then we're going to be giving her a few bites of this as well. And at this point, our chicken is finished roasting and the onions and carrots as well. The rice is ready, and so we're gonna go ahead and serve that up. So we're just cutting that into pieces and having rice along with it, the carrots and onions also along the side. And then for the probiotic food for this meal, again, we're having sauerkraut. I love sauerkraut for this. It's just, it goes with everything. It's so easy. It's so beneficial. It has so many great properties. It's just kind of our go-to. Well, I guess that and milk kefir. But for a savory dinner like this, sauerkraut is just so easy to just add along the side and to enjoy. All right, I hope that you enjoyed coming along and seeing what we ate in a day today and what our meals were, as well as what our baby is having at this point at 7 months. If you don't already know, I did design a few different meal plans based on needs that I saw and things that I wanted to be helpful for people in different situations. I have a GAPS meal plan. It's a 30-day meal plan. I also have a Nourishing Traditions or Wise Traditions style meal plan. I also have a transitional meal plan that takes people from however they're eating into a Nourishing Traditions or Wise Traditions style of eating, and all the way into full GAPS if you want to go that far. So that one's a 3-month transitional meal plan. Honestly, it's really great for anyone who just wants to make healthier swaps in their diet, because I include lots of information about what to swap for what, just to really make it easy to boost good nutrition and get those ancestral diet principles into modern eating. So all of those meal plans you can find down in the description box. I'll have links to those. But thank you again for coming along and watching and seeing what we enjoyed for our meals today. If you like these kinds of videos about nourishing recipes and natural living, please consider subscribing. I get out new videos every week on nourishing recipes and natural living. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.